recording. Yeah, once again, warm welcome to everyone. So it's a good evening, good morning, wherever you are across the world. Uh, so this session is scheduled for demonstration on cloud computing, which is Azure, Microsoft Azure, AZ 305. Myself, Neil, having around 14 years of experience overall IT, and worked on Wipro Technologies, worked on IBM, right? And currently working with one of the MNC company as a senior cloud administrator. So I'm going to share my screen. Then we can talk about today's session, what discuss we are going to do. So hope everyone know so today's session and you understood that this session about what it is. So I'm going to creating folder for this and we can start for the today's session, what we're going to talk about. So July 2022. As I said, due to the crowd, I have restricted to unmute yourself. So if anybody has any question, please raise your hand and I will unmute from here. Then you can speak over that. This session is scheduled for the 45 minutes to 1 hour. I will be going through that is in session today. And if you have any questions, I will be open the forum for the question and answer forum for the next 15 minutes after the session completed. So anybody has any question, you can ask, right? All right. So yeah, this course is going to start in coming Saturday, and the course name is AZ 305. And this completely the Microsoft Azure online training. So before we start about overall this topic as a traditional training, right? Yeah, it's a mixed up the 104 and 305, but dedicatedly looking for the 305 who are looking. In this session, many of the people are in a fresher, right? Or some people are in experience, can choose whichever course you needed. So overall, we are going to talk about Microsoft Azure, right? So when we talk about this Microsoft Azure, right, this is a cloud technologies. So we call it the cloud technology, or cloud computing, right? So instead of the understanding the traditional environment or what is cloud, most of the people knows that is in what is cloud, right? Because the trend and current environment is moving to the cloud. If you are looking for the uh, package high, right, who are working on 3 years of experience in a system administrator or 5 years of experience in other administrators or software developer or desktop support. So everyone this course for the applicable. And this course is to have a recommendation to have the basic knowledge of, at least prerequisite is to have a basic knowledge on operating system. Basic networking should have the knowledge to understand the more deeper level. So this course will be applicable for everyone who are looking for the job with a good package. Yes, this course for you. So you can ask later for why you can choose us, right? So we are unique compared to any other training who are providing, because we will be teaching for the completely on an industry base. What kind of environment will be there and what kind of use cases will be there, right? And ultimately after completion of this course, you should feel you have experience on the cloud technologies rather only learning, because that is in a internet, right? In internet, in a YouTube, in a Google, a hell lot of information available about Azure, about AZ305. You can learn free of charge, right? But who are the self-learning, they can learn it, but ultimately they should know that is in-depth knowledge, and from the fundamental to advanced level you want to learn. So this course for you, right? So moving to so to talk about that is in some fundamental about why we need to learn this Azure training and what benefit we are getting, right? So that is in currently there is a traditional environment. Everyone know that all the IT industry or all the big business companies, right? They have their own data center, right? Everyone know that is in, they have that is an own data center, right? In the data center, there is all the physical component. The what are the physical components are there? You know, servers, right? And networking. You can say networking devices, and the storage devices, and the most important, power management devices, right? So these are all traditional data center environment, and most important for the cooling devices, right? So we are already managing, we are already supporting this kind of environment. So this complete environment, it's our infrastructure, our production infrastructure depending on this entire services. You need a servers, you need a networking devices, you need a storage devices, you need a power management devices, you need a cooling devices, any other. And also you have that is in all other maintenance, right? And uh, overall, in this environment, to manage and maintain every month, it will be huge cost. And something happened in this data center, it will be huge impact, right? So what Microsoft has suggested, and the challenging are, if you see this in this environment, the challenging are, the most important is a cost, right? So there is, in the cost there will be a two areas, which is uh, capex, we say capex, and second one is a opex. So what do you mean by capex and opex here? It is a capital investment, right? The capital investment means, so you want to start the business, or already existing business is there with uh, thousands people or employee, or 2000 people of employee, or big production environment. You have to have investment, your on premises environment place, right? Physical devices, physical servers, whatever the business needed, everything you need to be invest is required. That is called as a capital investment. Needed is a huge cost, that is called as a capex. And once you have invested to run the business and operations point of view, you need to have that is in operations cost, which is called as a opex. So you know it's considering for the capital investment plus operations investment, it's a huge cost is applying to the every company, right? And the more effort, right? The effort is huge, the manpower requirement is more, and individual skill set people has to be higher, right? Currently, everyone know that is in server administrator is one resource we needed, Linux administrator one resource we needed, storage administrator we need, that is multiple resources we required, and lot of effort we needed. Also something is happen in this data center, right? It will be a big impact and huge impact to until that resolving that issues, right? So manpower is used, dependency is used, cost is used, and more important in a maintenance. In this maintenance also, you might have heard about, in during that is in operations running, you have the planned activity and unplanned activity, right? So suddenly one of the server is goes down unexpectedly, right? So that time your business will be impacted, right? So these are all challenges for my current traditional data center. Now why we need to move into the cloud? Because these are all having a challenges current environment. Now we must understand that, you are looking for the, as a employee, as a job seekers who are looking for the good package, who want to survive in a IT industry next 10 to 15 years, everyone must learn the cloud. And in that, you can learn from the Microsoft Azure. Why? Because across worldwide, Microsoft Azure has a data center, right? We will talk about that is in how we will be going to learn from that, connect my machine and access my resources. So these are the challenges we have in front of us. Now company also deciding, yes, I'm spending a lot of money every month, considering for the employee salary, considering from the physical devices. Also, when I talking about maintenance, right, it will be a some of servers are legacy, right? You need to have some upgrading older server operating system to newer operating system, and older hardware firmware update. It has to do all that is in maintenance activity. It's a huge headache every day, every month, right? It's all the stress level job for everyone because of this hardware and physical traditional network or traditional data center. Now what Microsoft suggesting, right? So when we talk about the cost base, right, Microsoft suggesting, I am providing whatever you are looking, right? These are all challenges. I will be providing you services. Just let me save this design. Let me just demo. Okay, so what Microsoft is saying, that is in, he has built across worldwide data center, right? Individual, instead of the individual own data center, he has built own data center across worldwide. And I'm taking just only few region, right? So, and they have connected the internal private network, each data center across all the region, that we call as a Microsoft a private backbone network, right? Which is private network. Is all data centers are connected each other, and whatever you needed, traditional data centers, Microsoft is developed. Microsoft has built. You know, this is one of the region called as a Central India, and this is Central US, and this is France Central, and this is US Central, right? So these are all data center connected over the internet. You can just right. These are all data center region connected to this internet, to accessing over the internet. The end user, he wanted to access all the data center. What he wanted to know this. Here is the end user. You want to build one of the web application for his, okay? So he don't want to investment anything, right? He will be required for the only internet. Through internet, he will be accessing, that is the uh, portal, right? Which is called as a, the URL called as a portal.azure.com. The moment you open this portal.azure.com, you will have that all the let me take here down. You can just say portal.azure.com, accessing for through this portal, and he can access for any of the region, and he can build a machine here. Okay, the machine will be the in the Central India region, right? There is a physical environment. In this physical environment, he will be going to build for one of the VM, right? And he can, how much hour he want, right? He can just start the machine. He no need to spend the space. He no need to spend um, licenses, nothing, right? Just how much time he needed, he can utilize it. He can build a VM and you can utilize it. What purpose he's going to use, he can use it, and he can shutting down the machine or turn off the machines within the very lesser cost. So basically, across worldwide, there is a region they have created, and the end user, if he need any of the services, he will be directly go to the portal.azure.com. The Microsoft is provided this URL to the all the people, and which region he want to be build his resources. When you open that is in portal.azure.com, this is my URL. Let me open again. You can go to the portal.azure.com, right? And you can log in for the one of the account. So we will talk about later once everyone registration done. So how do we, there will be a 30 days for the free account, right? And on that you can build your own lab and everything. Once it is done for, you can have the subscription as well, right? If I go to the all the services, this is my portal, and all the services Microsoft is providing for uh, around 20-25 services. So they have categorized individual services. They put into that is in general, right? There are 18 services are there, right? Whichever services you are looking in the compute. When you say compute, it is all virtual machines related. You can build a virtual machines, and that virtual machine related, you want to make a scale, upscale, downscale, right? Availability set, operating system image, whatever you needed, you can manage it here. Again, networking, there are 34 services under the networking, who that Microsoft Azure is keep inventing and keep adding the new services, add-on services, and that services will be belongs to part of the individual services, right? They keep adding for the reason every week. The earlier it was in, when you talk about for 3 years back, the compute services were in around the 20. Now 8 more services they have added, and same thing is networking, they keep adding that. So Microsoft says, without any paying or without any single rupees investing, whatever you needed, you tell us and we are providing the services. It's like a simple example. If you say, instead of the buying a car by investing more money, you just book a car, either Uber and Ola, and you spend how much time you want to spend, how much kilometer you want to go, and you just pay me how much distance you have traveled. And those services also providing rental as well, right? If you want to take 1 day, 2 day, that is also be possible. Same services, Microsoft is providing the service. Microsoft will provide the rental of the services, and Microsoft is providing the free services, and Microsoft providing for the how much hour you going to be utilizing the resources, and that much only he will be charged for you. So one platform can access across worldwide and many services for all the IT people and non-IT people. So one of the cloud technologies called as a Microsoft. You have the multiple cloud in front of us, which is Amazon has a AWS, Google has that is in GCP, which we call as a Google Cloud Platform. Many other vendors are there. IBM clouds are also there. Oracle clouds are also there, right? So why we need to choose the Microsoft Azure? For the job seekers, it's a more vacancies and more requirement compared to other cloud, and who are already working on database administrator, Windows Server administrator, SharePoint administrator, Office 65 administrator is a correlated. It is a relevant for us. So it will help us to understand easily and more requirement, more job relevant requirement in the Azure, and huge package compared to other cloud huge package. That is what I recommend to choose this Azure, which I am also working on this environment. There is a web, there are 16 services are there. Mobile, there are 3 services. Container, 7 services. Database, 21. So Microsoft says, you tell us what you needed, all the services are all available in my cloud technologies. As I said, it's across worldwide data centers been provided. If you ask me, that is in overall Azure data center, right? If you go to the Google and say Azure data center list, right? If you say, you can open this, choose the right Azure, This will tell you that is in completely uh, geographic picture, right? You can click on the explore the globe. See, across worldwide they have developed, they have implemented, and we need, they have spent a huge money in this infrastructure to helping us. You know, there are 1,75,000 miles of fiber lines, right? And you can see that Microsoft Azure Cloud Platform helps you to invent with purpose, right? So through consistent innovation, Azure delivers a secure, reliable, and sustainable cloud that you can start, right? If you see that is in some building blocks, right? So we have the three region in India, right? And this will help you to build your infrastructure nearest your region. So it means overall we need to understand when we are supporting to the service, right? We must understand that what is Azure, how it will be going to how it's going to be infrastructure. If someone asks question during the interview, we should be able to answer confidently, and we should perform properly, right? We need to perform that is in with having a good skill set. So we should understand that is in how actually data center built, because when we hire as a cloud administrator, and whoever the customers are there, they ask you that is in I need a build for 2 VM with this kind of configuration. So how do you going to build it? So these are all you are going to learn with the help of this syllabus. I'll share you the syllabus later. So this is all across worldwide we have a data center, and you can build, which I was showing you here. So anything requirement you need it, right? You just open the portal.azure.com, right? Say for example, you can just go to, you want to build one VM particular region, right? If you go to the compute, right, virtual machine, if I want to build a next 10 minute one machines you want to build X is possible. Now you can just go to the virtual machine, say create a virtual machine, right? It will ask you that is in basically where you want to build, right? What subscription you have, we will talk about later once get registration when class started, what you mean by subscription. And I select by default, I'm selecting for this MSDN subscription, and I'm going to creating one resource group, which is AZ demo, right? And I'm going to give that is in virtual machine name demo VM, right? And so you can see the region, right? It will ask you that which region you want to build your machine, right? I'm going to select for one of the random, you can select for one of the nearest, which is, you know, India, right? Select for the India. So I'm going to take for the Asia specific that is in central India. I don't need any availability zone. We'll talk about what it is. All the services are available, and whenever you're taking those, and it will be chargeable, right? And I'm going to build for Windows 2016 server, and it will ask you for that configuration, 2 CPU and 4 GB memory, and username. I'm going to give a password. So we must know that is in what we are going to do in this Azure, right? Simply everyone talking about Azure. How is exactly Azure works, and what is the backend, what purpose we are going to learn, right? So keep everything default is going to create. You see, everything is automated and everything is inbuilt. You no need to do anything, right? Microsoft is made a mechanism such a way that it's a very easy method for you. You just go and build it, and it will give you everything for me. Networking, the himself they have created, right? Management and advanced, right? Just you go ahead, and next few minutes your machine will be ready, and you are not spending any single rupees. Okay, you can use for the first 30 hours, 30 minutes. You know, this is the cost for you to 3.22 rupees in Indian rupees. Okay, that is per hour. Now that too, if you are setting down within 1 hour, it won't charge it, right? So by default, when you are new to this Azure environment, the Azure will help us to create an account for 28 days to 30 days free subscription, which is limited service to access. You need a credit card or debit card and one Gmail account. That we will talk about how do you create an account and how do you use the free account. And then once that is 30 days is over, expired at your subscription, it can be pay as you go, right? The benefit of um, this Azure environment, right? It will giving you, let's build this machine, then we'll come back for later. Let's talk about this is what are the benefit we are going to get, benefit of cloud computing. So these are all you are going to learn in our session for the practical oriented all, right? We need to have that is in pay as you go subscription later. It means how much you have utilized, that much you need to pay after free account. It's a scalable for the benefit of the Azure, right? And it's a electricity, right? Number 4, you need to have a secure. Number 5, it's a up to date, it's updated and reliable, right? And it's the most important, it is a cost. Another one is, right, it's a cost effective. So I will put into the design benefit, that is a cost, it's the most important. So these are the benefit you will getting. So everything is automated, and all the intelligence has been updated and algorithm is updated in your machine or your production, something utilizing the more, right, based on the transaction, right, it's automatically has a scalable, right? And you can your machines can configurations can increase and decrease, right? You can do it that much of scalable elasticity. So elasticity also, it is based on the transaction. Is today is accessing my applications 100 users, and tomorrow is the 200s are unexpectedly, and my environment should be automatically based on the utilization should be supported. And moreover, in a secure all multi-factor authentication and single sign-on is has that is a facility in Azure, right? It's all up to date. All the operating systems will be up to date with the licensed and more reliable comparatively other competitor or other cloud. So when you talk about in a bigger company level, it's a huge cost reducing comparatively on premises, which is traditional network, right? Now come back to this resources here. I have just built a few minutes back demo VM. So this machine is built completely for in it's giving me the public IP address, right? The networking has been configured. So how do I connect this machine? Take this public IP address and come back to your RDP. You can also connect from the right click connect here and click the RDP. Instead of that, I have installed for RDP manager. So I can say I'll build it here Azure. You can just add a server, one of the in Azure. Right click here, add server. You can say this is a demo VM. Add. Right, you can just click server, connect server. See, the few minutes your machine is ready and you can do whatever you want. And you can shutting down the machine, you can power the machines. See, that's all, right? How feasible and how flexible he's giving you. Right. Difference between AWS and Azure, it's a Azure has that is a own data center or own terminology used. Technology wise is same, but it's completely Azure. When we talk about in a compute here, right? And in AWS they will call as a EC2, and in Azure we call as a storage. They call as a S3 bucket. Terminology is naming convention they different. They use in a cloud in a AWS, and the cost wise is different compared to Azure, Microsoft Azure and AWS. And the service based, many services are not available what Azure has that is in AWS doesn't have, right? You can see the machine is built within few seconds, right? Also, if you see that is in Azure pricing list, right? Always you need to remember that is in you should understand that is in pricing, Azure pricing calculator. So someone ask you to what would be the quotation, or I need for the this kind of configuration my environment. So what would be that is in best price for your giving. So it is it's everyone to applicable. When the customer asking for I need this many servers, when you go to the virtual machine, so this is a URL. Everything is available for the storage related, database related, apps related. You can give them that is in best quote by referring this for uh, the plus or minus cost, including that is in your service support, right? You can select for the particular region and select for the Windows Server operating system tier. You can select for the basic or standard, depends on what customer is asked, and configuration here, right? And you need 10 virtual machine for 1 month, right? Its estimation cost will give you for pay as you go, right? And also Microsoft giving you some if you're taking that is in rent, as I said, right, 1 year or 3 year, on spot is giving you 72% off, right? So overall, when you talk about the business point of view, and Microsoft is also providing you the huge discount, right? And you want to take a 1 year reserved or 3 year reserved, you can see that overall cost is just 57% discount, right? So as of now, I'm going to take a pay as you go. So overall cost comes under here with the same above configuration around 100 a monthly $100, right? So it's okay for me, instead of spending a crore together monthly for this configuration. That's fine. Also, there is no headache for the maintenance. There is no headache for cooling devices, power management devices, maintenance devices, right? And the background, whatever the physical servers are down, unexpected shutdown, everything taken care by Microsoft. You no need to worry about it. So for this only, with a secure manner, Microsoft is providing the best services in this. So for this to support, we need to learn what is Azure, how do we manage it, when we are also looking for good package in our career. You must learn from this course. This is estimation cost is giving from the Microsoft portal. You can send to the customer, this is what is your recommended ask for the environment, and this is the cost for the example I'm giving you for this, and like that you can submit them, right? You can just send an email, this is the estimation cost for what you ask for the environment, and again, based on the discussion, we will be supporting later, right? So you can start working on that, on this Azure environment. You can see the storage, right? Storage on this region. So this is a cost they have provided. This is just overall estimation cost. Again, while talking with Microsoft, it might have some discount as well. So we must know these are all fundamental things, right? Many things you are going to learn towards the journey, but everyone who are the job seeker in this session today, right? You must understand that all the job related topic, when I talk about the syllabus, these are the topic you are going to learn. This is the 104 and 305, which is designing and infrastructure, right? These are the course contents are there. We will be, this is all Microsoft is designed structured, right? So which is global certification topic to be covered, right? So whatever I talked about here, design and solution for the logging and monitoring, this topic we are going to talk about. Upcoming journey from coming Saturday, we are going to start this class, right? And design data storage. This is for the AZ305, and also I'll be going to cover for you to AZ104 as well, which is cloud associate cloud administrator. Basically, it is a journey to start from the fundamental, right? What do you mean by here fundamental? We have that is a global certification name called as AZ900, which is fundamental course, fundamental Azure course, and AZ104, which is associate cloud administrator who has a 2 to 3 years of experience. And AZ305 for solution architect. So ultimately, when you do this solution architect, you must have the basic fundamental prerequisites of the fundamental knowledge must have. And who doesn't have that is in, who are in new to this environment, so that is also be okay. So we will be going to take care about its start from the beginning, AZ104, and combination of the AZ104 and 305. And if you try to learn from the individual, it will be huge cost for you. So here we are providing for all mixing, and will make you and will help you to understanding what job needed, right? After completion of this course, you will be confidently answered during the interview. Yes, I know this topic and I worked on it and I did a lab environment, then I can manage it, right? So that's all about what I was talking about. And if anybody has any question, feel free to ask, raise your hand, then I'll unmute from here and you can speak if anybody has any question. So we talked about syllabus, what we are going to talk covered, and we talked about the fundamental. We talked about the how it is uh, support you needed, right? Yeah, RB Kola, please unmute yourself and speak.
So my question is it related to the Azure business?
No, it's not Azure business. We should know that is in how the Azure environment to support from our end. We should also learn and understand that is in how Azure provide the support. Azure means Microsoft provide the support like that.
Okay. As per your knowledge, if I join in this course, how much I can completed on the Azure business?
How much you
Knowledge.
completed business means I didn't get you. You are
See,
working or you are businessman?
so I'm not in a businessman. I'm looking for a Azure business job role. Okay. Uh, so they told that HR told that you have to complete Azure business concepts like that.
Yeah, see this business concept only, right? Say for example, you are leading the team or you were managing the project, right? So we must understand that is in how you need to be talk to the customer, right? Many customer directly goes to the Microsoft. So Microsoft cannot handle across worldwide. So that's what many of the service provider are there in between to the client, between the bridge between the Microsoft and the client. So who are managing from the supporting, right? We must aware about how we need to considering that support and all that additional cost, and this all we are handling, right? This whatever charging the cost, it will be default is goes to the Microsoft automatically. So additionally, whatever charge you're going to apply to the customer, that is up to company, depends on that. Kola.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Got your point.
thank you.
Got-
Yeah, and Boniface Gilbert, please unmute yourself and speak. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I wanted to know. Okay, it's Boniface. I wanted to know how long would it take to finish this course?
It would be a 36 hours, 36 to 40 hours course. It's a weekend batch, Saturday, Sunday, and evening batch in Indian time. We are going to start in coming Saturday. And for more detail about the fee structure, please contact this guy. His name is Amit, right?
So USC under. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
give me a minute. Let me just take his number. He's a point of contact for us. So whatever you have the questions on this, please contact Amit, his name. He's a mobile number. Okay, and we are going to start from the coming Saturday in Indian time, evening batch, evening time.
All right, that's good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, and yeah, Zakir, please unmute yourself. Thank you, Boniface.
Hi, Neil.
Hi.
This course will cover migration activities as well.
Yes, we will be covering for the VM migrations topic. On
okay,
premises.
only VM migration or database
Yeah,
migration
see,
as
no, that as per syllabus, right? We will be covering for not for database. If you are migrating VM, it will be easy to understand that is in database as well. Nothing difference in that, Jacket.
okay. Okay. So this is a completely professional level, right?
Yes, yes, it's professional level, not for the something like traditional training. You will feel later, the complete after completion of the course, you should feel yes, you have experience, not for the learning. As I said earlier, do you want to learn that you can go Google and YouTube, you have hell lot of information available, right? So why are you
Yeah.
coming here? Because you need to understand the concept fundamental to advanced level. And someone asked question interview, or you want to perform, you should have the thoroughly know the knowledge on that. That is what
Yes.
a recommendation here. So someone explain you, right, that easy to understand. Whatever you're spending money for this training, you should feel it's worth, right?
Okay.
That is actually our goal here, Zakir.
Okay. Can you share specific topics? What are the topics we'll cover in this course content?
Yeah, that Amit will be going to share you. You can just contact him. He will going to share you.
Will we put? Shall we put? I mean, 3 years for experience like Azure admin professional level after this course.
See, after this course, you cannot say directly 3 hours. When you say 3 hours, right? Again, the couple of questions will come, but I would suggest you can say 1.5 year or 1 year experience last working on this, and level 1 and level 2 supporting. And down the line, when you started working, then you can say, solution architect, it will be 8 years of more than 7 years of experience. It will be demanding. So yeah, you plan accordingly. You will come to know during the interview, the discussion, what kind of skills they will be looking in this. Okay. All right. Thank you, Jackie. And moving to the Azure, what is it? Azure Azure.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
As you told, there are 3 certification in Azure.
Yeah.
Okay. 900, 104, and 305.
Correct, correct.
So, which certification which we need to get to start a career in the Azure?
See, if you have a basic knowledge and fundamental.
See, actually, I have an experience in Linux system administration. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So I just want to move to the cloud administration. So the ask is, if I'm switching from Linux to something like a cloud administration, so it will be helpful, or it will be easy or something like that.
You are already working as a Linux administrator, Rajan.
Yes, yes, correct.
Okay, Linux administrator. See, it is again, when we talk about the Azure, right? Azure has also this is Linux operating system, one of the operating system but what we are going to build in a Windows, Microsoft, we will take it for all the example. Since I am experienced in a Windows Server administrator part, right? So yeah, its operating system depends. Cloud for the everyone same, right? But you have the more on a Linux background, so you can also, I recommend you can go ahead with AWS.
Okay.
Okay, but ultimately you are interested and how you want to be make a career your end.
Yeah,
So you're interested to Azure. Just I would recommend go ahead Azure.
So, but you said there are more opportunity in Azure.
Yes, exactly. More opportunity, more requirement, and good package compared to other cloud. So what I suggest and what we are into this in Azure only.
Okay.
But ultimately, what's happening, Azure, right? See, people interested, right? We have in front of 3 product, right? 3 products are there. We need to choose what we needed, right? Not for any other people recommended. Getting my point?
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. So moving to that other guy, Gurminder Singh.
Yes. Hi, Neil. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Go ahead, sir.
So actually, right now I'm working as a system administrator, Windows and
Very
VMware.
Very good. Okay.
So if you are saying that it reduce the cost and other things, it falls same to the VM. So we should go to the Azure and AWS are the same salary packages in the market, or anything different?
When you talk about the cloud, right? Cloud technologies. See, when the cloud technologies, there are people are there to supporting and providing services, right?
Yeah.
Amazon is there, and he is captured for his customer across worldwide, and Azure has that he captured for across worldwide. And basically, who has a more Windows server, right? Which is my experience, who has a more Windows server supporting, those all Windows servers are part of Microsoft, right?
Yes.
So those people will move into the division Azure, and who are all Windows Server administrator, Office 65 administrator, Exchange server administrator, and software developer. These are all some of the these are all product by Microsoft. So these people will move into the Azure. So ultimately we need to know that is in our product what we are supporting, and what knowledge we have. Then accordingly it will be managed. So again, as I said, that is in front of us we have a 3 product. You can choose any of the, because you are working on, you are having experience on the same product and you are willing to go with the same only, right? Rather than again start from the scratch, 0 other technologies. So who are, I recommend you are already working on a server administrator, recommend to go ahead with Azure only. As I said, someone Azure is in ask for the Linux. I said him, you need to move into the cloud, which is AWS.
Yes.
Like that.
For cloud, we need to go with the Linux. I think we should have experience with Linux. I think.
Not mandatory, but
for AWS, sorry, for AWS.
For AWS, yeah. For the cloud, not mandatory to have a Linux knowledge, but if you have a knowledge, it's good to have, because when you move into the DevOps, right, and when you move into the DevOps and later, it is all on Linux only.
Okay.
Like that.
Because right now companies are demanding mix.
Exactly. But ultimately, we should have some more on confident, right? So basic fundamental we should understand at least. So once we have the fundamental, right, we can move into the, again, I just said you are looking for the more package into this environment. Let's start from the scratch. Let's understand the fundamental. Let's work on this 2 year. Then learn again. We have to keep upskills ourselves. Otherwise, we will be very soon outdated. Whoever all upskilling, they will be surviving in IT industry. You might, everyone know that isn't right. People are looking automation. People are looking for that is in a cloud technologies. We have to have upskill ourselves. Otherwise, we will not be survive, right? So again,
that's why we joined this session.
True.
Must be interested in that.
Yeah, that's because even guys, you know, right? Everyone professional who are there.
That's why everyone wants the right platform.
True. Exactly.
Get the exact path.
Exactly. So even I am on the same platform. I was supported earlier the Windows Server Administrator. I came from directly from scratch, desktop support. Worked in IBM as a Windows Server Administrator in Active Directory. Worked on Wipro Technology as a Senior Administrator in Active Directory. And upskills myself in PowerShell, right? And upskill myself in Azure. Was working in last 5 years in this environment. So I'm little confident, and many people are there to deliver the training, right? It will helping to the people to understand the right direction with the lesser fees and industry related environment. So we have a skills, just we are delivering to you people to understand more on what you guys needed, rather than, as I said, when you go to the Google or YouTube, you have a hell lot of information available, right? So why are you coming to here and spending money and time? You should feel that benefit for that, right? When I take a single topic, you should be understand that why we are going to learn this topic and what is it, and after completion, how do I understand that if someone asks question this interview, how do we answer it, what kind of interview questions might ask in this topic, everything you will be piece by piece going to understand that. And after completion of this course, you should feel, yes, it's worth for me, and I will add on this skill set as a cloud administrator, update in your profile, and start preparing, start putting some effort on this environment. Yes, you are in the journey, and you will come to know after 2 or 3 interview given, and what they are expected. Again, your preparation is be going to, and we are here to support updating your profile and put into the content. Then once you get a job on the cloud administrator, yes, your journey will start it. Work on there 1 year, 2 year, and you know already what kind of a package will be providing for the company cloud technologies. And yeah, again, you need to upskill for the PowerShell, you need to learn for the automation. Next, keep learning DevOps, you can learn it in Azure DevOps. Keep learning from some automation part, right? So these are all journey started. You target for next 5 year, if I want to reach at least 30 to 40 lakh per annum, please start, guys, now only.
So DevOps will cover in this course?
No.
I'm asking, sorry. I'm asking that DevOps also comes under Azure.
Yes. There is Azure DevOps will be there. Yes. Right.
Okay, just share the topics and the subject.
Sure. We will do that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. And Abrar, please move into that. Abrar, please speak. Abrar, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Actually, I'm working as a system Azure administrator itself in IBM Bangalore.
Very good.
I'm unable to. Actually, I have joined there as a VDA administrator, but later on, we got a project and we have moved it to the Azure administrator.
Okay.
And currently, I want some kind of a push up regarding technical skills. That's the reason I have approached for this.
What exactly you needed, Abrar? Yeah, you joined
like,
as an IBM as a VD administrator, I understood.
Yeah, VDA administrator.
Okay.
But
IBM
later
means
on,
it's a Kyndryl or what?
Kyndryl.
Or an, okay,
Kyndryl,
okay,
Kyndryl.
okay.
Currently, we are working as a WD administrator itself,
Okay,
Azure
okay.
AVD administrator.
Okay.
But currently, I'm supporting like a kind of a L1 or L1 plus support, but not L2 support. Whenever
Okay.
I'm going for any interviews, they're asking for like a
Obviously.
creating of AVDs and all. That's the reason I want some kind of push-up. If there is any possibility for that through online or offline, I'll be very.
No. See, Abrar. Just see, as I said, we will be covering for these courses, right? Rather than just for any of the customization. So
Okay.
as I said here, we will be talking about is AZ 104 and AZ 305. Whatever the topics are coming in this course, and I'll be going to deliver. So I would recommend, please just have a look into the topic, AZ 104 and AZ 305. And if it's relevant for you, please join this course. And if not, then
AZ 104, I'm comfortable.
Yeah, then that
305, I don't have idea about that.
Leave it. That I'll be going to cover that. We will plan it.
Okay.
So yeah, we will be going to cover that.
Okay, fine. Thanks for your time.
No problem, Abrar. Okay. So who are the next year again? Smriti, please unmute yourself.
Hi, Neil.
Hi.
I wanted to know this patching would be covered in this topic.
Yeah, if it's not a part of the syllabus, then I'll help you to later last topic to how do you patch in the Azure environment. The patching, what you're looking in on-premises or Azure?
Both on-prem and cloud.
On-premises patch, it is a different topic, Smriti. That will be comes under either WSUS, which is Windows Software Update Service, or SSM, or Landesk. You know, these are the three product can be managed as on-premises patching. For Azure patching, that is a separate topic. So in Azure, how do you patch the server and all? Because you know, when you talk about infrastructure services, you don't need to bother about the patching because Microsoft will take care. We are not going to do. So once if we willing to learn, then I'll help you.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Smriti. And moving to Anurag. Please unmute yourself and speak.
Hi, Neil.
Hi.
So, I have total experience of 10 years in Windows system administration.
Very good.
Servers. So I have experience in AD and PowerShell as well. I have done the Azure certification 104. I wanted to know, I mean, I don't have the practical experience and corporate experience.
Understood.
But so is it possible for me, like if I can move it to architect job role?
Yes. You are eligible and you are you have to have the solution. You need to convey, you need to crack the interview saying that is in yes, I have worked on this environment as a solution architect. You have to convey, you have to force to update in a profile.
So it's not mandatory that you should be having experience, corporate experience of administration.
But what is
I do have the knowledge, but
my suggestion is you should convey during the interview, Anurag. You have to prepare your profile properly, right? So your profile must say, yes, you are a solution architect, right? Your profile, what are the content you are putting, right? You need to update what kind of job role are there in a solution architect. Like, right, you know, customer handling, right? Designing and implementation and infrastructure support, customer, you know, I just shown you that is an estimation cost, migrations topic, right? And identity access management, disaster recover experience. These are all you need to update your profile. Many more are there. And whenever you have to be prepared again as well in your lab and because those questions we will expect when we talk about solution architect, it's a next level of support, not for the L1 and L2, right? Like creating a VM, creating like that, basic things.
So an architect also handles the admin kind of work, or only takes care of the architecture and designing and all that?
Depends on the project, no? Depends on the environment. What's happening? Some of the company, the solution architect guy can do from the scratch to end or advanced level. And some people has their the team also there 24/7 support. But having a knowledge, whatever job they will provide us and whatever support we needed, we should be ready with that.
But an architect should also have like all kind of knowledge related to DevOps
Yes.
as well. Like if
No,
somebody
no.
comes up
See,
from the developing environment and he needs some help into the Azure, then he should be having the knowledge of that.
true,
So
true. But
yeah,
ultimately, Anurag, we should have a very clear understanding what role we are going to support and what skill and what is the responsibilities we are going to handle. In the market, people are asking for the mixed knowledge, right? Mixed knowledge you should have, that is in on-premises environment, because obviously on-premise environment knowledge must be required. Along with that, you should have SCCM, VMware, PowerShell, right? Python. But we can't we will not get a chance to work on this all the environment. I know, but when I'm in interview panel, right, HR and team ask, having a skill, there is a two-way. Hands-on experience is different, having a skill is different. So what is the hands-on experience of the primary skill, primary support? You can focus on that. My job role and my career started this role. I'm handling this kind of experience and I have knowledge this kind of experience. And skill, yes, I have, which for additional skills for me, I have that SCCM, I have a PowerShell, I have a Python, I have a DevOps. You can
so
add on those. No, it
so
will
when
be.
you will when you will teach us, you will refer to some documentation,
Yeah,
or
yeah, obvious,
you have
obvious. You
PPTs
will.
prepared, or
Yes.
like you will directly go with the MS Paint and designing and all that?
No. I'll tell you that what benefit you are getting. Every session we are going to record, right? That recorded you'll be receiving for every session. Number two, you will be getting for the soft copy of study material and interview preparations, questions and answers, right? And if somewhere we will do for the job assistance, right? And after completion of the course, you will be sharing your profile if you're interested, and we will be sending your profile to wherever, or we'll tell you that is in this company or looking for this kind of experience, and please send this email to your profile. So overall, so you should into the environment. It's not like only spending some time and pay the money and learn it. No.
Yeah.
So the roadmap we are showing you and the directions we are showing you, it should reach to your goal ultimately, Anurag.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you for the time. And Kuldeep, please unmute yourself.
Hi, Neil, Kuldeep this side.
Yeah, go ahead.
Currently, I am working as a system administrator.
Good.
And
Okay.
my question is, if I don't have so much knowledge about the basic fundamental of Azure, so it is suitable to me
Yes.
to join this course?
Yes, please go ahead. How much you experience, Kuldeep?
8 years.
8 years, right? Yes, you have to have learned, sir. You have to force to learn. Otherwise, we will be very soon outdated. But Kuldeep.
Yeah. Right.
So please, you see, I'll make sure you should people understand. Very simple language, simple topic, and fundamental through I'm going to explain. As I said, I'm keep telling, you should feel ultimately after completion of this training, you know some concept, and update the profile accordingly and start searching the job, and keep target next 5 year. You should reach at least 120 or 150% of package what you have currently getting. So my target would be 40 to 50 lakh per annum in next 5 years is my target. So plan it according to keeping target is no harming, right? We can spend the time, we can learn it, we can put effort. Yes, we are into the journey. We have to follow that, right?
Yes, I know I'm already very late, but now I want to start my
yes,
journey.
you have to. Everyone, I would recommend, please, because I forced to. It's not only business point of view, and it's not for the sake of explanation. Please, guys, because very soon, another next few years, the on-premises environment going to outdated, because that time who are not upskilled, right? Who are not upskilled right away, those all people will be flood of people will be coming out from the IT, and they will stop career in that. Because one example from the Nokia company, you might have heard about where they were and where they are now. That CEO, when he was press meet, he was told, we are lost because of upskills ourselves. Their business lost for because of upskill themselves. The Android team has came and overtake that, and many people are moving ahead compared to, and Nokia was where they were and where they are now. This is the best example for you. So please keep upskills technologies what demanding the company. It's our career growth, guys, not for anybody, right?
Yes. So
Okay.
Neil, you will be teaching from the scratch, or
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. From the scratch, fundamental.
okay.
Okay. Thank you, Kuldeep.
So what will be the timing for
It's
this?
a Indian time, evening time. So next Saturday we are going to start the batch 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. Will Amit will update you for the final. Who are registration done? Then we are going to first class coming Saturday.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Kuldeep. Yeah, Badri, please move on. Please unmute yourself, Badri.
Yeah, hi Neil. I myself have 12 plus experience from the past 1.5 year.
Okay.
I'm working as a data engineer Azure.
Okay, good.
And I moved into this architect role because
please, because since you're already data engineer working, then you are looking for the good
because they
package.
expect more, right? Like if I keep 12, 13 plus, I am.
Badri, yeah, see, this is all known things, everyone, right? So we had to little crack into the interview. Ultimately, sir, we need the money, right? We need a package. Anyhow, those people will not leave us. They will be supporting
us.
Yeah,
yes.
Exactly. So wherever, see guys, there is a no permanent, nothing is right. Learn it wherever you get opportunity and good package, move forward. That's it. This is how I'm doing. No, not to take much serious on that, not to take much stress on that. So keep up skill. That one things which I faced and I understood that during the lockdown period, everything. Who has a strong knowledge and he will be getting money. Who has a strong skill set, who is getting a money. That's all. Yeah, Badri. Please plan it, guys. Okay. And yeah, Mayank, please unmute yourself and speak.
Yeah, thank you, Neil. So I have a question, sort of. I just need help with the guidance. Like I have around 7 years of IT experience and over like 5.5 years of experience with Microsoft Office 365 administration.
Good.
And to some extent with Azure as well. And I'm trying to still get more familiar with Azure technology.
Okay.
So like just wanted to check with you, like what is, as per the current market, what do you would you say that what is the relevant package that we should be looking for, or
Mike, depends on the current package, right? You can say, sir, 1 or 2 years of experience currently working. If you say, example, 10 lakh you are getting, you can demand at least 60 to 70%, right? You can demand how much, demanding is no harming here, but ultimately, there's again difference. Service-based company, we will not give a much package. Product-based company, yes, they will at least they will give some 60 to 70%. As for my experience, you can demand it. So again, it will all matter of based on your current package. So whatever your current package, I'm talking about everyone, not for Mayank. If you are getting 3 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 15 lakh package, and you are looking for the more package, right? They will be giving you at least 60 to 70% in on Azure environment. Some product-based company, they will ready to give 100% as well, right? And the last batch student, he got an on-site opportunity. He has that is in 15 lakh package, and he got 30 lakh per annum package, 100% hike. So it's overall 9 years of experience. That's what I'm saying. These are all confident we have, and many history we have. You are moving towards the technologies. You are decided to change a job or you want to upskill yourself. Please start today. Right? Don't waste of time. Again, ultimately we have to learn it. So you should go with the right direction and right people to get the knowledge. This is what I suggest. Okay. Thank you. Go ahead, Amit. Please unmute yourself.
Hi, Neil.
Hi.
So I'm really sorry if I missed out on the introduction part of Amit's profile here.
No problem. I have recorded session. You can go through later. I'll share you.
That's all right. Yeah, I would definitely go through. Would you be kind enough to introduce Amit's profile a little bit more in detail here?
So I would suggest just directly contact him, then he can help you. That rather I talk about him.
All right, sure.
Okay, this is a
I would
number
do
for
so.
his.
So we are starting with the course this weekend, is it?
Yes, it's a weekend.
And it would be including 104, 904, and 305, is it?
Correct.
Inclusive, all the courses would be inclusive 12,500.
12,500 what?
I mean, these courses and the content that would be provided.
Not
Is
sure.
it?
No, just check.
I'm really sorry, Neil, if I'm asking, dumb questions here.
Talk to Amit related with all fees. Amit, please.
All right, I would do so.
Thank you. Yeah, go ahead,
Right.
Arshad. Arshad, unmute yourself. Yeah, Arshad, go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, my name is Arshad. Okay, actually, as of now, I'm working in IBM.
Good.
Okay.
IBM
Recently,
Kindle?
IBM Kindle.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
Okay. Actually, my friend referred me to join here. Okay.
Nice. Nice.
We are also searching for Azure classes.
Okay, good.
and today I got this.
Fantastic. So, how do you did you have joined the initial? I mean, early or you have?
No, just now I joined.
Just now you joined. Then okay. I have explained a couple of things to for the about Azure and why we need to have, what are the benefit to you. You need to get it, and I have recorded session. You can go through later, and if you have any questions, come back to me, Arshad.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Good. KK, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Yeah. Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
I have one doubt.
Go ahead.
Actually, I'm working as an Azure DevOps engineer. This course, how much it will be valuable for me, like add-on for me.
I can't say for add-on to you how it will be, but yeah, I can say ultimately Azure administrator and cloud administrator will be more benefit for the all IT people. Since you are saying already working in as a DevOps, then yeah, it will be more benefit for you. Okay.
I have some basics of cloud, like portal.azure, and also so what is the certification? Like if we did after this course, we done the we do a certification.
Yeah, it is good to have the global certification. It's good to have the global certification.
Okay. There isn't any criteria after this course, you can suggest you can refer you give some any inputs on that things
We'll help.
this course.
We'll help you.
Yeah.
We'll help you about the
Okay, fine.
certification. Yeah, we'll make you that.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. So, okay. Anybody has any question? Few more. I'm going to take another few minutes. Who are there? Okay, I'm going to. Okay, let me just. Okay, I think Amit is already raised hand. Channa, last question. Chinna, sorry. Go ahead, Chinna.
Hi, Neil. Yeah. So, myself, Chinna Redap, I was working for a Tech Mahindra as into L1 support for server, Linux and Windows.
Very good. Okay.
Into data center, like data center infrastructure as well. So,
Hey, sorry. Go ahead again, unmute. Chinna.
So I have completed, 109 certification as well. So, I want to, move to Azure administration. So, okay, currently I was, I'm in notice speed in the TechM. So I'm looking for a new role. Okay.
Very good.
So is Azure admin. So by joining this class, it can help me to, crack the interview for that. So
yes, please.
within,
Yes, please manage it. Please, because what I said, everyone, I'm keep telling that whoever looking for the job and good package, please learn for this, and I'm here to helping you. I'm working in as Azure administrator last 3 to 4 years. Okay, and training in the last 8 years. I'm in a training field, so you will have the lot of benefit from my end. yeah, ultimately when you decided to work on that is in a cloud administrator and having good package, please proceed it, Chinna.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, good. Last question, Shaikh, please unmute yourself and we can.
Yeah, hi. Actually, you said 3 courses, right? So 104 and other art tech is there. So it's contained on all course or it's separate course after joined?
It actually, no, you don't need to join separate course. We will be covering for all these 3 courses. If you go outside and you need to spend individual course, it is huge money. So we'll be covering for all these 3 courses. First 2 classes will be Azure 900 and 104. First 2-3 classes, then remainings are in Azure 305, which is solution architect classes.
So you're doing a live projects or like?
Yeah, it's all as per the Microsoft syllabus, which I shown you, right?
Yeah.
Those course content we are going to cover, Shaikh.
What is the fees and duration of the course?
He talked to this guy, Amit. No, I just shared you that region. You got this number. I shared his screen. Let me share you again. For the fee structure and everything, please talk to Amit, and he's a point of contact. Right? This is a number here. Please contact.
And it's a weekend class or a weekdays class?
It's a weekend classes only. Since I'm also working, guys, so I'll be available for the Saturday, Sunday only.
So it's totally night or like
evening time? Yeah, evening time. Right. Evening time.
Evening time, which like for same time?
7,
6.
6. This it's the timing will be confirmed 2-3 days. So 6 to 7 we have targeted. We will plan it, but ultimately evening time we're going to start.
You don't have class for morning?
Yeah, we will plan it. If couple of students are asked morning, also we'll plan for the morning as well. But as of now, we have decided to start on evening time.
Because I have weekend plans for family. So
Yeah.
there's only 1 month or 1.5 month.
I know. We will plan it, Ashik. We'll plan it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys, for your time and today's session. And yeah. So Tejas, what is your question? Do we have Azure 900 study guide? Yeah, we have it all study guide, Tejas. So once you get registered, we will get all detail and everything, right? Yeah. So it's almost 1 hour, 6:30 we have started it. 1 hour 15 minutes is past now. Thank you so much once again, guys. So please decide if you like today's session. Please contact Amit and get registered, and we'll meet in coming Saturday. We'll start our journey. Thank you. Take care, guys. Bye.